So people, this is your boy Heat.
Chemo.
This is out right now, and we are Hyghly Unbothered. So tonight we're going to talk about family, and really, every family is different. What do you really consider family? Because everybody got a different opinion on what family is. Is it just your blood relatives, or is it more than that? And we have to discuss that tonight, kind of go through a few topics. So, first of all, just remember, look, you got always subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check. Yeah. Hit that notification bell right there. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram as well. Because we're going to be doing real big things out there. You don't want to miss nothing. You don't want to miss nothing. You check? Yeah. So now, let's get right into it. Family.
Well, there's two reasons why I kind of brought this topic up. Well, we brought this topic up. One, the comment you made last week where blood is thicker than water. You actually said the whole line.
Exactly.
What was it again?
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Which a lot of people tend to leave a certain part. Just like in anything, people leave parts out,
Because so like the original form is saying, hey, the ones you made a blood bond with, like the covenant, which is the promise of the bonding with, is stronger than the ones you in the same womb with, like your own brother, like in the water of the womb. But then the new version, like blood's thicker than water, like
because if
blood is your family is strong, is more important than other people.
Obviously not.
No, obviously not. So like I guess
it seemed like someone took the saying and just cut out the different pieces to make it fit.
No, like the thing after a while, like instead of saying the whole thing, he shorted it to say, blood's thicker than water, and then people still knew what he meant. But over time, it changed, and people say, hey, blood's thicker than water. Like, okay, your blood brother is a stronger relationship or connection than so many in the street.
But they know when you say it that way, how it gonna come out. No matter what it is, when you say it that kind of way, it gonna come off as
Yeah. So like
family is thicker than anything else.
Yeah, but at the same time, recently there's something came up between our family. We're not related by blood, but I have 4 brothers. If they call me, I will come and help them out. And we spend a lot of time together. And I'm like the older brother, the eldest brother of the bunch. Surprisingly, I'm the big brother. I'm the responsible one, But then again, there's like the 2 younger brothers who outperform me. I have no complaints with that. Do your thing. And then there's you, if I had a conversation with you, with somebody else,
right,
I would say, you sound retarded, shut the fuck up. Ain't gonna work. But then at the same time, when I talk to you, it's okay, this is Heat. It sounds crazy, but if somebody gonna make it happen, it could be Heat.
It's really about perspective,
Because when I talk to somebody, I talk to somebody and say, okay, you want to do this, but at the same time, I see that you have no drive, I haven't done anything towards that, I ain't gonna believe you. Right. You're a different case where you say you want to do something, you have a mission, you have a plan, you're working towards that. Right. I will support you. But the whole stupid or crazy it is, you call me, all right, what do you need me to do?
Exactly, that's what family does do.
Because family, but then, so there's different kinds of family.
Right.
We're not rated by blood, but we are family.
True.
And I don't call the names, but they know who they are.
Right.
That's family. Now, my blood family, I will probably say about 5 people in my family. I would help out if they call me, direct mother, grandmother, grandfather, my sister, and our group, her boyfriend and kids in one group. So that's 5. Those 5, those.
You got more than me. You see, in my family, blood family, there are 3 people. If they call me, I would do whatever for.
Your mother's one?
Father, brother. My niece.
What brother?
Huh?
Brother?
Blood brother.
Oh, okay.
Totally, blood brother.
Blood brother, all right.
I have a niece, but she can't come. So, right?
But I'm like,
but it's still family at the end of the day.
yeah.
But even from that perspective, I spend more time with my outside family than I do with my blood family. I mean, they don't live close to me, but when I can visit, I do visit. But for the most part, you know, they're on a different beat than I am. And, you know, I do love them, and I always will. But where I'm going, they're not going in that direction. Even though they do support me, but there's certain risks I go and take right now in my life that, you know, they ain't gonna really, because that's what parents will do. They always want the safest route for you, and necessarily understanding the risk, because it's, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's in their DNA in a way. You know,
they're protective.
Yeah.
It's like how your mother always say, I need you to go to school and finish school and get a degree. Because, you know, in her mind, you getting a degree is a safe route for you making money.
Right.
But at the same time, I've been alive long enough to realize a degree helps, but having an actual trade and a skill matters more.
Yeah.
You can go to school and learn the basics and get a degree in something. But when you reach the real world, it's like, what are you good at?
And if you're telling me passing a test, you're gonna get this job, because everybody could pass the test eventually.
Like,
and I don't really need nobody who could pass the test. I need somebody who can actually do the work.
It's like you go to medical school, you spend 10 years in medical school, you become a doctor, right? Sure. You go apply to be a doctor in a hospital because they need a doctor, right? But what's stopping them from going to your school and going to like the graduation and say, okay, fine. These three are hiring, I'm gonna approach them first. Because and that's a medical degree. Because people got again, medical degrees are smaller amount of people, but there's a good bit who graduate every year with a medical degree. And imagine everything else. Imagine you graduate with social arts. Social arts, right?
Social science.
Social science. That's what? A dime a dozen?
Right.
So you can go to school and study something. Okay, you get a skill, you can learn how to do it by book.
Right.
But when you go to apply now for a job in the same field, it's like, well, you know, I have about 15 applications. Look exactly the same. We graduated from college, this is a degree. Right. All right, I guess which college is a better accredited one, I guess I'll choose from.
And that's why parents, you know, and even family members, you know, there comes a point in time, because of a friend of mine was saying something, that parents need to learn when to bite their tongue, you know, because certain things you don't control where your child is supposed to go, because your child didn't come into this world for you. They came into this world from you. Now, as a parent, you take care of them. But what path they go on, that's literally up to them. That's not up to you. And I think a lot of parents, what they do is they send their children on a path that they want them to go on, whether it be for it's something that they wanted to do when they were younger, what they never got to do. So they want to do it through their child, or, you know, something. Maybe you have to safety because you believe it's a safe bet.
And there are children who do that. There are children who follow the path his parents are building, but most of the time, parents, like, again, by the time, because what you do is you set the foundation. From the time they're born to about 16. That's all you. Everything you teach them, everything you try to instill into them, that's there. No matter how they may go after that, you did your job at first.
Exactly.
If they follow a path that you approve of, kudos. If they don't, still love them.
Right.
Let them, you know, just let them live their life at the point. Otherwise, like, you can't baby them for so long. Like,
and it's really to a point where, even if it's not what you would do, because remember, people always say, "Oh, if I was you, I wouldn't do that." Exactly, you're not me, so you're not going to do it. What you should do is, instead of downing the idea, think about it a little bit. okay, I don't know much about this, but tell me about it. Try to understand what that person in the family, what it be, because it's not just parents alone, you know, because people to look up to, uncles and grandmas, even bigger brothers, you know, because not every family raised up the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people, I have a friend of mine back home, his brother, big brother basically raised him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because this is only him and just the two of them were living in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the mother would come by every time when she could visit, but for the most part, the big brother raised him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are some people that only raised by their grandmother, by their sister, by their auntie, by their uncle. So it is your job if you as a family, because you want the family to be strong. You ain't just want to be okay, you don't want it to be safe. Anytime you just want to be a safe family, you're going to struggle. Because safe never lasts long. You want to be strong. That's my take, you know. And another thing too. I don't want to jump off this topic at all. Well,
It's a very heavy topic for you, man.
not really, you know. I'm fortunate to say that I have good people in my life, you know, that I could count on when necessary, and they could count on me when necessary. You know, I'm fortunate to have that. Some people don't, and eventually you do. You just gotta look for what you want, and keep looking. Eventually you're gonna come. But to the family members out there that call people when y'all want money alone, don't call. That's all. Okay? If you only call me when you want something, don't call me. Don't call them. Don't call nobody either. If you can't call to discuss something, friend, how I doing? You have an idea, you want to run it by me. You know, you're thinking about doing this. You know, actual things that would make us connect. You know, you trust me. If you will call and ask for money, I don't have it, and even if I did, I don't have to give you. It's just not gonna happen. So just those family members, and honestly, if you only calling because you believe you're related, then really you ain't really my family. You're just a leech. At that point, you ain't really my brother. You ain't really my related to me, and I can't consider that family. Because family don't treat people so.
But yeah, I don't say that's just a universal thing. Like, if the only time you talk to somebody is when you need something from them, don't talk. That's my family, that's my friend, that's just somebody who might be nice enough one time to give you or help you, and you're trying to abuse that privilege.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, man.
not just family, could be friends, could be acquaintances, as he would call it, because he don't really classify people as friends after a certain point, like acquaintances. Yeah, like, if I'm talking to you and the conversation is like, hey, so yeah, my bill's late, I need help, like,
That's unfortunate.
okay, that's unfortunate for you. So how was your day again?
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I said? Nope, I hear nothing because
Yeah.
this conversation, wasn't about that.
Yeah, like the other day I was talking to this girl. She was like, man, I'm hungry, right? I said, you don't cook? Like, if you could cook something to eat. You know, can't cook, well, you should go on YouTube and learn to cook something. You know, I don't know you that well, so I ain't gonna buy nothing. Yeah, so if you first thing you come and ask me is to buy you something, then get yourself up wrong. Yeah, take away yourself in Jesus' name, all right? That's all I say.
Yeah, because I know somebody who they went out and visited their partners, the person they're with, the family, and they met their sister. And apparently the first thing I went to the sister was, I went to the birthday party or something. And the first thing I went to like, this is the first time they meet, and it's like, what you bring for me? Like, what you have? Like, what my gift? I don't feel bad for how they treat that girl after that. Like, now if the first time I met is what my gift, that's a bad first impression.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it's your birthday, but you just met this person.
Even if it's your birthday, who cares?
No.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Honestly.
Fine. Who cares if your birthday or not?
Nobody
You
cares.
just met this person. Really do. Really.
Yeah, you just meet me. Where's your gift? The same one I gave you last year. That's your gift. You know what was that? Nothing. So don't come and have you for no gift. You'll forward on how to place. Right?
So essentially, family ain't always just blood. Family goes so much farther than that. A lot of times, people that you're connected with, people that you're close with, that you will say you love and respect, you can consider those people family. People who do for you as you would do for them. But at the same time, people that you're related by blood, that's just it. You have a blood relation. You want to call it family or something like that? Sure, but not everybody who is related by blood is family. And not everybody who is family is related by blood. So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, man. So look, just keep safe, just keep your head up. Boom. Yeah, this will be.
Man, choke yourself? You don't seem bothered by the fucking understanding yourself.
Listen, whatever, right? Just ignore what you just saw. All I'm saying is that go, subscribe, Hyghly Unbothered. And why this one is going to be in the video.
Share the love
and subscribe.
Share it.
Hyghly Unbothered.
Share it.
HYGHLY. Hyghly with a Y. Twice. Unbothered. Go, subscribe, follow us. You can see a picture with the three of us. You know? And like us on Facebook as well, people. Like us on Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Check. This is Hyghly Unbothered. This is your boy Heat.
The deets.
Love y'all.